been doing the business for quite a while now. So she is one of the best trainers that we will have on April 22. So please book your, not tickets because this will be for free, book your spots on this day. So before we end our meeting, I just like to share one more thing. What did we learn, or what was the highlight of the Success Academy? So on the speech of Imperial Master Kim Yeon Suk, she mentioned about two things that we must really possess here in Atomy, or we must do in order for us to have financial freedom as what she is experiencing right now. And do you know that Imperial Master Kim Yeon Suk is earning $100,000 per month because of doing Atomy? She is the fifth Imperial Master in Atomy. She is the sexy lady. So the first trait, or yeah, that we must do is to follow up. We always have to follow up the consumers and distributors, business partners, because without follow up, our business will not pursue or will not progress. So I will give you one example. I have known Melba for 2 years now, right, Melba? Almost 2 years now. But it took me a while to convince her to do the business. So actually, at the beginning, she was just buying the products. She was registered in the system, but she didn't really buy anything from the system from the first time that we registered her. We also had a training about the compensation plan, about the system, but for her, that was not the right time. But you know what? I didn't give up on following her up. So after a year, I asked her again to if she wanted to join us and do the business. So without any thoughts, she said yes. As what she mentioned a while ago, it's better for us to say yes. Yes, sometimes we are shy, we don't know how to start the business, or we don't really know how to progress here in Atomy. But if we just say yes and learn the process while we are doing the business, we will learn everything in no time. As long as we are, wholeheartedly doing it because we like it. Now, regarding follow-up, we have to take the 48-hour rule. So follow them up within 48 hours. What do we need to ask? How do they like the product? What was the effect of the product? Do they have any questions, especially with the step-by-step procedure of the products? Because imagine if you will be telling other people or your consumer to purchase a beauty product, do you think they will find it fun if you just, dispose the product to them, and after 2 days or after a month you will not follow up? Of course they will not like it. Atomy is a long-term business, so that also means long-term partnership. Long-term partnership means you wanted to have an automatic consumer which comes to you or comes to your online shopping mall every time they need something. But our consumers are not, everyone has their laziness. They don't even open their application to look for the products that they're looking for. So instead of looking at the application, they will ask someone else. But what if, for example, this someone else is not available? Where will they ask it? But if you yourself are following up your consumers on a 48-hour rule, and after 48-hour rule on a weekly basis, you will be able to know what are the next products that you will be able to share to them. So I'm just going to share you one example on how I follow up my consumers. So I have made here an Excel file. I put here the date. You can also write it on your notebook. The name, the channel, the product, follow-up 1, follow-up 2, which product to recommend, and remarks. So let's say, for example, today is January 31. I have Melba as my customer who bought a product. What is the product? So for example, she purchases snow sets. Which channel did I contact her with? How did I know her? So I knew her from Facebook, let's say. Then after 48 hours, so follow-up 1 always means 48 hours. Okay. So after 48 hours, I called Melba up. What is 5 minutes of your time, right? To follow up your consumer. I asked Melba, oh, Melba, how do you like the product? Second question, are you using the product? Because sometimes consumers are just buying from us because they wanted to please us, right? Ayaw nila tayong mapahiya. That's why they are buying the product from us or from the system itself. So ask how she likes it. How often does she use it? And what is the effect, or are there some irritation, so on and so forth. So ask everything that you like in accordance with the product that you have recommended to her. Okay, and the next one is follow up to. Follow up to, I normally do that after the 48 hours, after a week. I'm calling after a week, and then I ask, oh, how do you like it? Did you see any progress already? So on and so forth. I try to be friends with my consumers. Friends, not in a sense that it will be too personal. Of course, it's still in the business level. So I ask her still about the products, and slowly I'm telling her, oh, you know what, we have other products, we have personal necessity, have you heard about the toothpaste, so on and so forth. So then when I hear that, oh, okay, maybe she will tell me, oh, okay, I don't like the toothpaste, but I'm actually looking for something to prevent this and that, this and that. And then there will be a click in your head, to prevent this and that, oh, we have this on our shopping mall, have you tried this one? If she says no, okay, probably you can try this one. If you have your mobile application with you, just open the app and I will show you where you will see the product. Okay, so then after the follow-up too, let's say she has a problem on her hair, she wanted to grow her hair, and I will recommend her the hair tonic and the biotin, for example, right? So on and so forth. And after a week, I'm gonna follow her up again after 2 weeks. Then after a week again, then after 2 weeks. Because if the momentum with your customer is not anymore there, this customer will forget everything that you told her. And also, there is a possibility that she might not use the product anymore. And as we know that Snow Set um, is having a slow process in brightening our skin because it targets the deepest layer of our skin. We know that on a average 8-week period, there will be some changes. So it is really better to ask your customer for a picture of the before. So when you presented her the Snow Set, take her a picture. And after 8 weeks or every time that you follow her up. So then what I do is I ask pictures, and then I put it on paint or somewhere on Canva, and then I put the difference of the before and after 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, after 8 weeks. So this is what I do. So then after 8 weeks, when she see a lot of difference already, I will send her the evolution of her skin. So yes, it's quite a lot of administration, a lot of following up, but I bet you if you do this, you will really succeed here in Atomy, because that is the one very, very important trait that we must possess here in Atomy. And then after the follow-up, what did Imperial Master Kim Yoon Sok's success is the duplication. So duplication is essential for success. So imagine if we have duplicated ourselves to 5 people, and these 5 people has a lot of different networks around the world. The business of your growth will, your business growth will be exponential. And this is not only about the consumer aspect, the auto consumer aspect, but this is also comes to the leadership. If, for example, you are a leader, we all are a leader, and you have duplicated a very good trait to your business partners, they will also duplicate it double time. So going back to the consumers, yesterday I was speaking with one of our business partners, following her up. We have reviewed her lineage, and okay, I said, wow, you have a lot of people already on your lineage. I think she already has 30 members within her lineage. And then I went to the General Commission Board. Okay, when was the last points that you had? Oh, that was on October last year. And which month are we right now? This is already January. So what happened? Why no one from the lineage is not purchasing from the system? Right? Because first problem is follow up. Second problem is the duplication. So the consumers within the lineage are afraid to purchase from the system because they are afraid to use their cards, right? But there are a lot of ways on how we can change the doubt from negative to positive if we will plug in into Atomy system. If we will know our company, if we will know the eligibility and the truthfulness of the company. So we must, as a business partner, as a business owner, we must know this about the company, the general things that we must know about the company so that we can share this also to our consumers to avoid their doubts. Okay, so follow the 8 steps to success for yourself and make your partners duplicate your action. What do you need to duplicate? Duplicate in plugging into Atomy system. What are the Atomy system? Atomy system meaning we have to know the products, we have to attend seminars, we have to attend meetings like this, we have to consult our sponsors if we need something. So let me just remind you what are the 8 steps of success. So for those who haven't heard this yet or who doesn't know it, so the first one is dream. Why do you do Atomy? You have to know your big why in order for you to focus on your goal and to achieve your goal in Atomy. So last night, I was also talking to a very young girl. She's 22. And I told her, okay, so this is me. Looking straight, my goal is there. What do I need to do? Focus on my goal, go straight, don't go left, don't go right. So what do I mean? If I wanted to do something, I'm going to focus on one thing. So I'm going to focus on Atomy so that I am sure that my success is certain in the long run. And this success will not only benefit myself, but will also benefit my whole family up to the 3rd generation. The second one from the 8 steps to success is commitment. So commit yourselves to Atomy, because if you are already wholeheartedly committed to Atomy, Atomy will also commit to you in terms of what? In terms of residual income. So even though we are sleeping, we are still earning as long as we do the work as early as now. Number 3 is make a list. So make a list of people that you wanted to approach. Do not make any judgment when you are making a list. So what are the judgment that I'm talking about? So let's say, for example, I know Melba. She's living from the Netherlands, and I wanted to recommend her a beauty product from Atomy. Oh no, she's so posh. She will not like it because she wanted to have this L'Oreal, L'Oreal, ano ba yun? Nakalimutan ko na. the French L'Oreal Posay ba yun?
La
That one.
Roche-Posay.
Ayan, that's.
Mm.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. I don't know it in French, so yeah. So the biggest brands. But we have to realize that in Atomy, we only do not have beauty products. We have a wide variety of products that we can recommend our consumers. So if she doesn't want a beauty product yet, it's okay. Recommend her toothpaste. I bet that she's brushing her teeth. If she doesn't want to try any products of Atomy yet, it's okay. Ask her for a referral. So if she doesn't want to try our products, but she recommended the friend, and the friend tried the product, in the future, this friend will also tell this lady that you spoke with to try the products because our products really speaks for itself. Okay. Next one, number 4, is invitation to Atomy system. What does it mean? Invitation to Atomy system means we must invite our potential distributors or even consumers to attend success system. For example, we can invite them to Atomy one-day seminar, Atomy Success Academy, wherein they can learn everything for free. And also we can invite them to our education centers wherein they can try the products right? And also ask any questions they may have regarding the system. Next one, after inviting them to our Atomy system, we must show the plan, or what we call STP. What is the plan? What is our goal in Atomy? First is we must have consumers. Second is we must have auto consumers. And third, we must convert these auto consumers to become distributors. Okay? And in becoming distributor, we must show the plan. We must show Atomy system, we must show the advantages of the products, and we must show the compensation plan. So what can they earn, and what are the benefits of Atomy to them? Okay. And next one, as we discussed, follow up. We must follow them up every now and then to have a long-term partnership or long-term relationship. Consultation, if we may have some doubts, questions, please always consult your sponsors. Don't ever tell any problems to your downlines, because your downlines, you are the main source. As a sponsor, you are the main source of your downline. Yes, sometimes we don't feel motivated every day, but we cannot allow that, or we cannot show that to our business partners, especially to our downlines, because they are pulling their energy from us. So we must always show them that we are strong, we can do it as long as we work together. And then lastly is the duplication. Duplicate the best system, the best knowledge that we have here in Atomy. Show our consumers how to order from the system after their registration, so that we will have a guaranteed financial freedom in Atomy. Lastly, I just want to put this in our minds. Whatever we do now as a sponsor, our business partners will duplicate it double time or triple time. So we must always teach them the right way in doing the Atomy business.